Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. It has been a huge July for Tennessee on the recruiting trail just after yesterday. Obviously, we got the commitment from Jalen Smith last night, and prior to that, five-star edge rusher Shandavion Bradley surprises everybody, pulls the trigger early, jumps in the boat. Tennessee jumps up to 5th, according to 24/7 Sports, in the class of 23, and first in the SEC. Again, just a huge July in recruiting for this football team. So who's next? Who is next to jump in the boat? Who's going to commit next? We got Lucas Simmons, big 4-star offensive lineman, set to make his decision today. We're going to be covering that live on air. So make sure you tune in 12:30 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to be counting up to his decision at 1 p.m. We're going to show it live on screen. The decision, the video is going to be live on air. So make sure you guys come back around 12:30 p.m. Eastern time today to check that out. But a few other guys. Who's next? Nathan Laycock, 3-star wide receiver, seems to be trending towards Tennessee. He's scheduled to make a decision sooner rather than later. Also, Rico Walker, 4-star edge rusher. He's a guy that sounds like it's coming down to between Tennessee and UNC. A lot of people, a lot of talking heads feel like Rico Walker is off to North Carolina. You've also got Stanton Ramel, a 4-star offensive lineman. And, you know, when you look at Stanton Ramel and Lucas Simmons and Shamrod Umarov, you know, I said just a week ago that I would like to have 2 out of those 3 guys. Now, we'll see what happens with Lucas Simmons today at 1 p.m. A lot of talking heads think it's Florida State, but again, we'll watch that decision unfold live on air. But I said if you could get 2 out of the 3, you've already got Shamrod Umarov in the boat, committed on July the 8th, and Stanton Ramel sounds like he is right around the corner from a decision. I like where Tennessee is at, but this kid is being very quiet. He's playing his cards close to the vest, so we'll see how that one ends up. But I also want to take a look at a couple of guys that Tennessee looks to be targeting, and if you watch Twitter, if you pay attention to social media, John Slaughter and Jack Luttrell are leading the charge on the defensive side of the ball. And if you want to know who Tennessee is targeting, just follow those 2 guys on Twitter. Again, we're going to get into it, talk about it. As always, do me a favor, go ahead and smash that like button just below the video. It's quick, it's free, it's easy, it helps the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. If you're new to the Talkin VAWLS Network, a lot of new subscribers coming in. Welcome to the channel. We're not experts, we're not insiders. We are fans just like you. So if you like what we do, make sure you subscribe, click that bell for notifications. You won't miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. So let's take a look at one of those guys again. John Slaughter, Jack Luttrell just absolutely leading the charge. One of the guys they said they wanted. And also, if you listen to the interview with Shandavion Bradley and Austin Price over at VolQuest.com, I like that Austin Price always says, all right, recruit to recruiter. Who are you going to go after? And Shandavion Bradley said, I am going to go get Hunter Osborne and get him to Rocky Top. Now, Hunter Osborne, 4-star defensive lineman, 6'3", 250 pounds, out of Alabama. And a lot of people thought that he was trending towards Clemson early. And Clemson, I don't know if you guys realize this, they want to shut down kids' recruitment. They don't want them to enjoy the process. They want you to commit to Clemson, shut it down, and not go anywhere else. And that was some of the conversations that were happening with Hunter Osborne and that Clemson coaching staff. Well, he didn't want to do that. He wanted to continue the process, and now it sounds like Texas is leading the charge, but Tennessee also definitely in the mix there. When you look at Hunter Osborne, again, the size, 6'3", 250, he's a guy that would be able to play on the inside. You've got your edge rushers in the class of 23. You've got Shandavion Bradley and Caleb Herring, both the top player in their state, 2 of the top 10 edge rushers in the country for the class of 23. We talked about that yesterday on the live stream, waiting on Shandavion Bradley to make his decision. No other football team in the country has 2 of the top 10 edge rushers committed. Tennessee does in Shandavion Bradley and Caleb Herring, but they also need to add some guys on the inside. You know, we got Tyree West last year in the class of 22, big-time prospect. They need to add another one in this class of 23. You've got Trevor Duncan in the boat, and Trevor Duncan is listed as a 4-star athlete. Again, he's got that size, 6'5", 277 pounds. He plays on the offensive line and defensive line, and there's a lot of speculation about where Trevor Duncan will end up. Some people like to point out that Rodney Garner recruited him, but also his primary recruiter was offensive line coach Glenn Ellerbe, and a lot of people think that Trevor Duncan ultimately ends up at offensive tackle. And again, all that's going to depend on how this recruiting class plays out. Does Tennessee manage to get Shamrod Umarov, Lucas Simmons, and Stanton Ramel all in the boat on offense? If so, then I would think you're probably going to see a guy like Trevor Duncan on the defensive line, but also how does this Hunter Osborne recruitment play out? Again, it sounds like Texas is in the lead, but Tennessee definitely in the mix as well. You go look at the scouting report on Hunter Osborne on 24/7 Sports. Verified at 6'3", 250 pounds, appears to possess growth potential to add additional weight to his frame, displays good athleticism at the 5 technique, flashes some ability to play inside on the interior, flashes good first step off the line of scrimmage, displaying good foot and body quickness at the point of attack, plays with good knee bend and flexibility, showing the ability to bend the edge, sudden rusher, moves efficiency in his pass rush, can win with speed, quickness, and power, shows the ability to go speed to power at the point of attack, plays with good understanding and leverage and body control, closes space quickly, and flashes excellent backside pursuit ability, appears to have a good motor. Already 250 pounds with some length. Position projection will depend on how he physically develops into his body over the next year and a half. Has the ability to play out on the edge, but also possesses a more natural skill set inside as a 3 technique, anchoring the run and offering some pass rushing upside. Projects to a high multi-year starter at a Power 5 program at the next level with some developmental upside. And again, Hunter Osborne is a guy that's priority number 1 for me. You've got to be able to add some more guys on the inside. And I know some people talk about the weight when you look at Caleb Herring, when you look at Shandavion Bradley, both listed. Herring's listed at 206, Shandavion Bradley at 220. You're talking about guys going into their senior year of high school. Those guys are going to put on more weight. They're going to add weight their senior year of high school. And then also once they get into a college weightlifting program, strength and conditioning program, you're going to see those guys put on more weight. But again, Hunter Osborne's a guy. He already got that size, got that strength. I would love to have him added in this class of 23. Now, another guy that John Slaughter and Jack Luttrell, again, leading the way, recruiting within this class. A guy that they're high on is Ricky Gibson. You can see there he is a 3-star corner out of Alabama. The on-3 consensus has him as a 3-star. You see Tennessee out front there in his recruitment as well, playing the corner position. Another position of need, a position that we've got to add in this class of 23. For me, going into this thing, you needed to add offensive linemen, and you needed to add some guys that could get after the quarterback at the edge, but also we need guys at the corner position, true cornerbacks. When you look at who they've added in this class of 23, you've got a lot of safeties in Sylvester Smith. You've also got John Slaughter is also a safety. Jack Luttrell is a safety. The recent commitment from Christian Conyer was pretty big because he is a true corner, and that's what you get here in Ricky Gibson. Again, 5'11", 165 pounds out of Alabama. A lot of people pretty high on this kid. You watch the tape. I like what he brings. I like the coverage. Don't know a whole lot about Ricky Gibson, but he is a guy that is on Tennessee's radar, one of their top targets to add another corner in the class of 23. But that's a couple of names that are floating around out there. Again, in addition to who I mentioned at the top of the video, I think Nathan Laycock, Stanton Ramel, I like where Tennessee is at with them. Rico Walker, we'll see how that plays out. And again, we'll be live at 12:30 p.m. today, counting down to that commitment with Lucas Simmons. Sounds like it's a coin toss. Sounds like it is a coin toss, but a lot of talking heads, a lot of people out there have Lucas Simmons ending up at Florida State. But again, that recruitment is going to continue, and that's with a lot of these guys. I know NIL kind of changes the way some of that works, but a lot of these guys, their recruitment is still going to be open all the way down to signing day. A perfect example of that, 4-star running back, Roderick Robinson, committed to UCLA. He's not happy with this conference shuffle, and now Tennessee appears to be back in the mix. It sounds like Roderick Robinson may take some visits, and Tennessee may be able to get in there and pick up a 4-star running back. But again, we got a long way until December. Hit that comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Who's your priority target as we move forward here in the class of 23? Also, if you have not done so yet, make sure you smash that thumbs up on the way out the door. Go check out the official merchandise of the Talkin' VAWLS Network. You can go to bonfire.com/store/Talkin' VAWLS. Any and all support, greatly appreciated. Again, thank you to all the new subscribers of the channel. So close, right around the corner from 13,000 subscribers. We appreciate you guys tuning in, hanging out, checking out the videos, hanging out during the live streams. All the members of the channel, subscribers, thank you. We appreciate the support. But that is going to do it for this one. This is the Talkin' VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.